Well, that was a quick look around. Now I'm going to kind of break down what I have here. This is my new recording space. So technically the tomb has now been closed. This is going to be something rebranded like Cave's Tomb or Cavernous Tomb. Probably that. But how I have everything set up, I got my Kitty Hawk full stack right here. Each head on each cab. Then I have my Red Bears and Novik, all 120s. That is set there because then I can plug it into the Kitty Hawks or the crank cabs. I have cables that come out however I need. Right now I have this Madison Prophecy. It's 100 watt. Then my SS 150H on these two crank cabs. The SS is on this cab, and the Madison is on this one. Those are both hooked up. Everything's plugged up. Next, I have this Mauler stack, Texas Heat, Swamp Things, and then I have a VH 150 and a Sun Enforcer. The Sun Enforcer is on the Texas Heat Mauler, and the VH 150 is on the Swamp Thing Mauler. Then I have a stack here where I can pull out the cords and plug them in the back here. I got power source here. I got power source down there. Some of these are already hooked up to it. And this way I can either hook these up to these cabs or hook them up to this smaller 612, which is my main tracking cab. Right now I have the Crate Stealth hooked up on there. And then I have my Ampeg V100L or VL100. I can't remember the damn. I get kind of backwards ass. And then I have the Sun Beta lead. I'm trying to not stack things too high in here all the way to the roof like I normally had done, because I want to be able to either shift them out to the side, pull out the speaker cord, and hook up anything right here, which I'm about to go through, because I have a 20-foot speaker cable that I hook up to this 612, and I can reach all the way over to here. I can reach all the way to that stack or anything over here or there. And then my Sun Beta lead up top. Over here on this stack, I have an Albin TCT 100. Interesting little kind of metal head. I mean, it's a tube head. Most of these are tube here. Then I have a PV Penta. That's 150 watts or something like that. Idiot loud. This is a Natty. What was it? A GTR 100. These actually were on Reverb for a while because the company folded and they were selling them for like $169. Maybe even a little bit less. They were just clearing out. I highly recommend that. That was basically kind of sound like a PV Windsor, except you could make it a little bit more crisp. You could fuzz it completely out. I think it's pretty underrated, and people were buying them just so they can get the glass out of them because it's a 100-watt tube head. These two are solid states down here. Got a Randall Cyclone. That's 300 watts. Then I have the first rendition of the RH200, the red switch. That's the one that sounds awesome. Has a bigger transformer. Just doesn't fuzz up and fuck up like the RH100 did. This stack here, you got your classic Mesa triple rec 150 watt head with 9 pieces of damn glass in the back. Normally I had kept this in its case that is down here, and it was on the bottom of one of my old stacks. Then I got my Friat Pitbull CL. This was up on the wall. This is an Excalibur GX 2200H. That's a solid state. I think this is the 200 watt head. something like that. Down here we have the Crate Tidal Wave, also known as a GTX 350H, and a Crate Shockwave. Both of those are solid state, 300 watt heads. I think they're fantastic. Homie from Deteriorate uses one. I believe Ted and Sarcophagus, whatever. I'm bad about fucking pronouncing band names. He uses this one. It's fucking fantastic shit. Over here, I have my Madison tube heads. Got a first edition Divinity tube head. It's kind of fucked up because it was dropped and it came to me all fucked up like that, and then it fell on my head, so that sucked too. Then I have the Divinity 2 here, which is awesome. And this is a Divinity as well, but it is the second rendition of the first Divinity. Like, would be version 1. This one would be version 2. Practically the same, just different aesthetics. All of them 100 watt, but they feel a hell of a lot more. I think they're great heads. It's a Laney Ironheart. It's a 120 watt head. And down at the bottom, it's my Trainer YB3A. It's the only Trainer I kept because I love the Trainer sound. It was the loudest one. And that's the one I kept. I'll keep on going down the line here. I got my Crate G1500 because I do use it pretty often. It's light. I put it over here. It's supposed to be 150 watt solid state. I kind of feel it's not. It doesn't seem to get up that much, but it has a very good, nice, crisp sound. I dig on it, and then it has some awesome cleans that I can use some of my pedals with. Next, I have a PV 3120 100 watt tube head. I find these fantastic. They're kind of similar to the, I would say, like the 6505s or the 5150 Gen 2s, but you have a little bit more play with stuff. I don't know. This is the main one I use Uzumaki with. Then I have my Ampeg B4R up on my 810 Ampeg Classic. That one, I don't know. This is my gigging. I like to record more clean stuff on this, but fucking 1,000 watt solid state. It treated me good for, I don't know, like 10 years of using it on tours and letting other people use it and tracking. This is the second one of these I've gotten because the first one actually burnt up one day. Came, turned it on, all this smoke poured up from right here out of the little switches and diodes, and I was just like, okay, that shit's fucked. I went ahead and just bought another one because I doubt that I could get it fixed. And then with my other bass amp, I've also used this one live quite a bit. I used it in ROM a lot. My 3260 with Black Widow speakers. I can't remember. I think those are Scorpions up there. I have that one set up on this Sun concert lead. I got my other Sun concert lead hooked up over to this side. Then I have my other two bass amps. This is a Yamaha B100 100 watt solid state. These are 100 watt, 200 watt. I don't know. You know, they're Sun concert leads, red knobs. The only ones I actually like as far as concert leads. I like them more than the concert basses. I mean, I can keep this on one and it's fucking massive sounding. Got good clank to it. This one I haven't really used that much. I got it was like $100. This I literally found in the fucking garbage outside of my storage unit. I took it in and it fucking works. I don't know why it was in the trash. I mean, it's a Behringer Ultra Bass BX 4500H. This was actually like the first bass head I used. It wasn't loud enough for playing out, gigging how I would use it. it sounded good, but I needed something with more power to keep up with, I think, 2 full stacks at that time. Moving over here, this is an acoustic 150. It's just kind of a lot of shit's been changed up. Faceplate's been missing, so someone just put all this fucking crap on it. It was $100. It's pretty damn nice for $100. I recommend it. Got my PV Triumph 120. That's hooked up to. I got basically 3 custom 215s. All of these I've used live before. I think the PV is hooked up to this one of the bombers when they went to the 80s, where they decided to go with the Marshall Black Tolex instead of the plush that these other two have gotten. I believe this one is the one that has the EV speakers in it that I got from my good friend Brian. Shit's awesome. This is a 412 column speaker. I got that hooked up to my Marshall Lead 100 MOSFET. It just sounds great on it. And then over here, I have an SS 150. That one, I believe, is hooked up to this head, or this cab, I mean. And then I have an SS 1. I have another SS 150 here. This one is a SS 140C, and that one is another SS 150H. But right now I have this one hooked up on that one, I believe, or it might be vice versa. It's been a second. Up here is a Model T reissue. So you can see I have that hooked up on this Sun cab. This Sun Concert League is hooked up on this Sun. These are the 412L cabs, so I have a full stack of that. That was an ordeal to get, but whatever. Up here, this is actually a Fender Bassman 215. I don't have anything running up to that because I need more speaker cables at this point. But I have that. This one is I believe it was a PV 412. I think it doesn't have Sheffields in it anymore. I think it has V30s. I'm not quite sure. And then this is a Fender 412 Pyramid cab, and that's running to this Randall RG300. 300 watt solid state beast of a fucking head. Got a pull knob fucking distortion. Down below it is a pair of, one is a GX600. The other one is a G600 XL. That was my very first half stack. And the head still works. I've gotten rid of the cab since then. But it sounds like arch goat. Fucking awesome heads. I mean, you should be able to pick them up for fucking $40 or $60 even to today. Got an orange CR120. I like it. I plan on using it on one of these Mahler cabs I tried out. I had to modify because I had to just burn up the speakers I had at my unit, at my warehouse, just to get these cabs out the door. I was tired of looking at them, tired of seeing them and collecting dust. So I modified where this one on the bottom is the 12s or 1 jack, the 15 is 1 jack, this is 8 ohms, and that's 8 ohms. Up here I had to fucking do with what I had, because I can't match the two 12s up top. I mean, one of them was busted out of the pair I had, so I used what I had. It still sounds good, but up top is 16 ohms, and this is 8 ohms. I have it marked on the bottom, on the back, which is which, so I don't fuck up and blow up my cab or head. Anyway, this is my 82 JCM 800. Fucking fantastic head. I understand exactly why it has been used and on everything. Oh, I don't know why I didn't fucking mention this, but I also have a Sun Enforcer over here, so I can switch between that and the Model T reissue. Oh, let's keep on going down this way. This is a Mahler 212 115. Well, on top of it, we got a Univox. It's a 100-watt tube head. I can't remember exactly which model it is. I haven't really used it. It's extremely clean. This is the acoustic model G100T. It's one of the few acoustic tube heads. So, it gets really fucking nasty and dirty. And I'm kind of anxious about trying it out again, because when I was moving everything back and forth, this was on a stack, it fell on my fucking head. Now the transformer is loose, but that's just from the mounting from this, and hopefully it still fucking works. I don't know. I haven't had the balls yet to fucking try it out. Here is a Mahler 615. Each 215 is basically like a separate cab that is encased in here. So you get basically like you're stacking 3 Green Boys. And on top, I built this to use with these 2 heads. Because the way it runs, you have to run 3 4-ohm loads to get the max power out of this son of a bitch. I had Acorn amps go through both of these. This one's redone to specs. This is, Fender 400 PS. The top is a Fender 400 PS, but I had him go through, modify with a bunch of different specs, so it should be pushing more than 400 watts tube power. It should be closer to like 6 at this point. It shakes the fucking walls. It shakes the fucking concrete floors. Then over here, I have another Mahler 212 115, and this is a Mahler 412. These were the first column speakers I ever built, and these are in red oak. Up here, I have a Roscoe Lead Master. It's a pretty clean, solid state head. I think it's supposed to be like 60, maybe 100 watt. I don't know. It's so damn clean. I couldn't get it to break up on anything. So almost disappointed with that. But I mean, it's cool I paid $50 for it. So that's all that matters there. Here is a EMC Gemini's 100 watt head. It's supposed to be like all, plug in anything. Guitars, bass, synth, keyboard, whatever. I mean, probably even vocals if you wanted to use like as a PA head, but it wasn't really a PA head. I mean, you can at least get some good grit out of that. Over on here, we have a Varellin Skyhammer. Basically sounds like a Marshall JCM 800. At least my version does here. And, it's a 100 watt tube head. Nice. I got a Black Hawk Loki. This is the 200 watt version. Haven't really used it that much. It didn't have as much gain as I wanted, even though I was very specific on how I wanted it done. But what can I damn say? Now moving back over this way till we move to that corner. We have my PV6505 Plus. Then we have a 5152. And then a 5150 block, big block. All 100 watt heads. And no, I do not have the original tubes in this big block. They burned out long time ago. Over here we got a Crate Excalibur.